Hi everyone, and welcome to Club at 22, the Rangers podcast, for an immediate reaction after Rangers beat Brøndby 2-0 at Ibrox. I'm joined with Scott Carney tonight. How you doing?
Yes, I am good, mate. Very much eventful first half and a less than eventful second half, that is for sure. But Rangers did all they had to tonight.
Yep, the team lined up. We all got it right for once, so there you go, Carney. You've got a team right straight away.
Well, I did say the chance of playing a kind of 2-3-1, a 4-2-3-1, but no, it was definitely a 4-3-3.
It was Rangers' traditional 4-3-3 of so it was McGregor in goal, back four of Tav, Goldson, Balogun, Barisic, midfield three of Davis, Aribo and Lundstrom, and the front three was Roof, Morelos and Hadji. So like we say, Carney, me, yourself, Ryan and I think Jamie as well, said. I spoke to Scotia I was with Scotia in the pub earlier as well. He predicted the same team as two. To be honest, Carney, I think it's probably the only team we could have went with, to be honest, if you've been honest about it.
Yeah, being completely honest, it was. I don't think he was really up for changing the formation. I don't see really why he should have, to be honest. It was just a thing when obviously people have the question marks over Davis and Lundstrom playing in the same team, but it was all the team that they really expected. I think I just threw a wee curveball in, but yeah, no real surprises, especially with Kamara missing.
Yeah, and Rangers started well. We always get 45 minutes for Rangers, and we don't know what 45 minutes it's going to be, but Rangers came out of traps well, took it to Brøndby. There was a big Brøndby support in the away end, probably I'd say it is the biggest support we've had at Ibrox this season. I would say there was a good 1,000-1,500 quid letting going into the Brimlone front as well.
They made some noise.
Yeah, they were enjoying themselves. Obviously £3 a pint over here compared to £10 a pint over in Denmark. They're living like kings tonight, so yeah, they'll enjoy themselves. But no, I thought Rangers came out the blocks. I thought they played some really good football. I thought Joe Aribo in that first half was absolutely outstanding, unplayable at times. I even said to Scotia at half time, since he's a defender at heart, how do you actually defend against Joe Aribo, because Joe Aribo doesn't know what Joe Aribo's doing, and he was brilliant. What was your thoughts on Joe Aribo?
Absolutely outstanding. I was really impressed with the way Rangers started the game, the way we came out. We really didn't give Brøndby any sort of chance really to get into the game. It's the start that I expected, to be completely honest, and the way Joe Aribo can keep a ball is pretty terrifying, honestly. It must be absolutely impossible for any defender to even attempt to try and get the ball off him. He was a standout tonight for Rangers. I don't think there's any real doubt about that. Yeah,
no, he's my favourite player in this current Rangers team, Joe Aribo. I just think he makes Rangers tick when he's like that. But no, I thought Rangers was really good, and I will just get straight on to the first goal. There was a corner to Rangers. The Brøndby fans were pelting coins and everything. Was it Barisic take the corner?
No, it was
Tav. No, it was Tav. Sorry, they were put in. I actually turned to the guy beside me, which was a bit of a score here, and it was a great ball in, and there's Leon Balogun with a towering header into the back of the net. Carney, what a start that was.
Honestly, it was brilliant, and it was one of the ones, everybody went a wee bit mental with them throwing the coins. UEFA were obviously at that game, they should absolutely slam Brøndby for that. There was definitely coins being thrown, but it's a good way to motivate James Tavernier to put a James Tavernier corner in the way we know that he can, and Balogun's there to bullet it home, and it was a great reaction. I gave a wee bit of abuse to the Brøndby fans that were actually parked behind us on the club deck as well, just based on them throwing coins, but obviously it wasn't them, it was the ones in the corner. But what a start from Rangers, and it set us on our way in that half. Brilliant header, brilliant delivery from Tav.
Yeah, no, it was really good for Rangers, and then there was a strange booking to John Lundstrom not far after it, where there's a throw-in or something to Brøndby. In fact, it was right down in front of me, and John Lundstrom basically disagrees with the linesman, but he doesn't shout or swear at him, and the referee runs over to him and gives him the yellow, which I thought was shocking, to be honest. It was a baffling yellow card for the referee. But yeah, no, Rangers again controlled a couple of half chances, and then I think it was about the 32nd minute, again a ball into the box. Morelos with a header has got to bury the shot, miss it, palms it right into the keeper's hands, who kind of knocks it out to Kamara Roof, who puts it at the back of the net. And at that point there's a pause round Ibrox, because it's ruled out for offside, but then VAR comes into play, Carney, and you can explain what I thought was probably one of the most surreal things I've experienced at Ibrox in a while.
It is one of the strangest things. Obviously, we've had VAR at games before, but we've never had VAR like that before. And it was strange. Obviously, Morelos misses a sitter again. Kamaru obviously scores it. We all think it's offside. The referee runs over as if he's going to check the screen, but he doesn't go and check the screen. He's changing his watch, and then I look back up at the big screen and it said goal check, and I was like, oh, they're checking it. And for him to walk into the middle of the park, do the wee TV screen at VAR and point at the spot, and for everybody in Ibrox to absolutely respond to that in the same way, it was something I'll never forget. It was slightly surreal. I'm all for VAR, to be honest, but I can see moments like that getting a wee bit tiring. But Kamaru gets Alfredo Morelos out of jail and puts us 2-0 up, and Rangers were pretty comfortable in that first half and probably deserved a 2-0 lead, and I'm just happy we scored 2 goals and not just 1.
Yeah, it's weird, VAR. I personally don't like it. I think it takes the emotion out of it, but at the same time it gets the correct decision. We wouldn't have got that goal if it wasn't for VAR tonight, so you have to say it was correct. But going in at half time 2-0, and how to get, I mean, we talked about coming up the road there, Karen, getting that second goal is critical in these games, and it just it lets everyone settle down. I thought Rangers will come on in the second half, but we all come in at half time, every one of us were we were extremely happy, apart from the Sparta result at that time, which was 2-0 or 2-1 to Sparta at that point, but which we didn't expect. But yeah, I was really happy with Rangers. I thought Rangers were brilliant the first half, and going in at 2-0, I thought, yeah, let's kick on, and I honestly couldn't see Brøndby doing anything in the second half. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree, mate. At half time I was very, very happy with how we played. We played some football. Even my dad was like, we're playing the football that we've been used to seeing, and we did. Some of the moves we're putting together were great. Tav was showing these kind of wee flashes of his best as well, and obviously Joe Aribo giving an absolute masterclass to pretty much everybody, to be completely honest. I think Joe Aribo was pretty unplayable tonight, but yeah, I felt very, very confident. It's only to be greeted by you two to say that Sparta were 2-0 up against Leon. I was like, oh, even when we're playing well, something else still goes against our favour. But no, half time, could not be happier, and just thought, forget a third, the game's completely over. Obviously that didn't transpire, but you really couldn't ask more for Rangers in the first half. I was very happy with it.
Yeah, and then Rangers came out the second half and instantly tried to ruin it for us. Barisic getting caught out with a ball, slipped through beneath him. I don't know who the boy was, to be fair. He's on it and he's got to score, and he puts it, I don't know how he does it, he puts it wide somehow, and it's a major out of jail for us, Carmen.
Oh, major out of jail. As soon as it happened, you're like, of course that's what's going to happen. As soon as we're 2-0 up there, we're going to let them back in. Barisic hasn't started the second half yet. It was just a lapse in concentration. I thought Barisic was decent all over tonight, to be completely honest. So it was just one of the moments, but he has to score that boy. It's the best chance they had the entire game. They had a moment in the first half where they skied the ball over. They probably should have scored that as well, but no, that chance is as good as they were going to get, and yeah, he made an arse of it.
Yeah, that was, I think that was about the 48th minute or something, and then they had a wee spell, Brøndby, of 5-10 minutes, puffed and puffed, didn't really do much, and then after that I thought Rangers just took control of the ball again. But the second half was, we won't remember it, to be honest, but I mean, I would be polite and call it game management with Rangers. We've got a big game on Sunday with St Mirren, but Rangers really just controlled the rest of the second half. It kind of petered out. A few chances, we brought a few, obviously there's more subs you can use in Europe. We brought on, who come on, actually? Everybody. Sakala, Scott Arfield appeared for nowhere. Sakala, Scott Wright, and Bakuna come on, and yeah, it was a kind of, I don't know what the formation was, but a 4-5-1 or something kind of.
Towards the end, it looked like we probably were 4-5-1. Yeah, I think Gerrard, we rid their wee storm, if you like, and they were always going to have a goal. It's European football; they were always going to have a goal. We kind of rid their storm. They looked like they kind of lost the kind of motivation that they thought they were going to get anything out of within the after the kind of first 15 minutes of the second half. I thought, and yes, controlling game management is polite. It was rather uneventful. A few penalty shouts, to be completely honest. Nothing. I thought Joe Aribo's was a stonewall penalty, but to be completely honest, I thought that was a nailed on penalty, but nothing came of it. But yeah, after that, I mean, we made the changes that we had to. They threw on a few players, had very little impact. Yeah, it was very uneventful, that second half, but we done our job.
Yeah, there was the only real chance was the game. I would say the one Carney's on about the Aribo and he's dancing. I'd like to see that back.
Yeah.
Scott Arfield come on, linked up well with Scott Wright, who I've been saying is an impact player, and come on and showed that. Set up Scott Arfield, who was unlucky, hits the bar, and the only other real chance was Sakala. Was Big Shirley played him through, and he probably took one too many touches and smashed it off the goalkeeper. But yeah, apart from that, it kind of petered out. We'll be polite and say it was game management by Rangers, and to be fair, I did say it with 2-0, but I'll take 2-0 every day of the week. And yeah, to me it was routine. It should have been how the Hearts game should have been during the week, and it just proves how important getting that second goal is. It calms everything down, and yeah, we roll into Sunday. So yeah, and obviously Leon won. They came back 1-4-3, which sets the group up perfectly for Rangers. If we can go across to Brøndby in 2 weeks' time and win, which I have no fears going across playing them, and hopefully Leon can do us a favour, it sets up the game at Ibrox against Sparta to be a cracker. So yeah, but aye, we'll go for man of the match. Carney, who's your man of the match?
Joe Aribo all day long for me.
Yep, 100%. Joe Aribo was the main man. I thought he was unplayable the first half. Blew out a wee bit the second half, but that's because the Rangers team kind of didn't die second half. But they went through the motions the second half, and yeah, it's 3 points. We're back in this group. We roll into St Mirren on Sunday, and hopefully we can, as we say every week, hopefully we can kick on and yeah, pull a 90 minutes performance together. But no, I was happy with Rangers tonight. So we've been in Club at 22, the Rangers podcast, and we will be back Saturday morning. We're filming it tomorrow. We're doing a club preview. I think it's myself that will be hosting it, and I will be back Saturday previewing, looking back on the game tonight and previewing the game at St Mirren on Sunday. So yeah, we've been Club at 22, the Rangers podcast, and we will see you again. Goodbye.
Cheers.